Welcome back. What began as a woman's actual account of a stint in prison has become one of the most popular TV series around. In season 1, Piper Chapman traded her comfortable New York life for an orange jumpsuit. Piper, Crazy Eyes, and the whole cast is back for season 2. Here's a look at the season 2 of Netflix original series, Orange is the New Black.
This is unbelievable. You too? None of us thought you were coming back. Really?
Ain't about you. I like the beach.
And Taylor Schilling, who plays Piper, and Uzo Aduba, Crazy Eyes, join us now. Such fans.
Hi,
we both
massive
are.
fans.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh my God.
So when you guys came in, you sat down and you saw that picture. It took you way back to season 1. And I said, little did you know.
Yeah.
And you didn't know that it was going to become this huge success, did you?
No. When I remember that photo shoot, we were just messing around. We're like, this is funny.
Yeah, we're like, we're in a bathroom.
There were bathroom stalls. They were real rickety too. We were jumping all over them, and they were like the toilets kept coming off because we kept bouncing on the toilets.
Yes. And like peeking around the corner at you. Oh my God.
But like when we were doing that, we had no idea it was going to be, you know, such a big
There's a huge group of people outside. We have a lot of big celebrities on the show, but that's, you know, like people have been gathering, and there's a real excitement out there to see you guys.
Yeah.
Uzo, it's so funny sitting across from you. I'm like, where's Crazy Eyes? This is not, I do not see her anywhere.
We
Like,
left her at home.
It's amazing how you can absolutely transform yourself.
I mean, the beauty of makeup.
Well, it's more than that. Like, it's unbelievable. But I heard also that you did something that has shown up online and gone fairly viral, where you did an audition as every single character.
Oh my gosh.
On the show.
Yes, I did. I did a thing with Funny or Die, and I tried my best attempt at the roles of my castmates, failing miles short of anything that they could have ever possibly have done. They are obviously more appropriately cast than I could ever be in those roles.
I'm so excited to watch. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
did you do it? You did it as you, not as Crazy Eyes.
No, I did it as me, like going in, trying to be like, let me give my best Piper, like let me give my best Natasha, like Nikki. It's like, you guys were the right choice, to say the least.
Excited to watch it.
So I'm thinking, okay, going back to season 1, you guys had a little bit of back and forth. I don't want to give too much away, just in case people are, you know, thinking, okay, yeah, I'm going to get into this season 1 and season 2 of Orange is the New Black. But I'm wondering, was there ever any moments just before you got to get into this, you know, some of these scenes were fairly intense, that you look at each other and you crack up? Some funny things that happened on set?
Oh my
Silence.
That happened. Yeah. Or I wonder too, like what you're saying, if you are going to have a really intense, nasty scene with somebody, like you kind of say, I love you and I don't mean this in any way, and then like go for it in the scene.
Oh my gosh.
How do we do that? Do we talk about it? I don't think it's sort of like the way, like our set is really great. We all sort of come all primed and ready to work, sort of. So there's sort of like kind of just like go and you like jump into the ring, and then afterwards we all mess around.
So with this new season, and again, I don't want to have any spoilers, but it's interesting how, and I've been reading some reviews because I'm about halfway into it. It's really an opportunity. It's showing how in prison, in the situation when a human being finds themselves there, they may think they know themselves until they are stripped to their most basic place. And so all of the characters, and certainly Piper, starts to discover who she truly is and what she's made of.
Yeah, I think that there's so much power, you know, prison sort of forces honesty on Piper, and I think that a lot of these characters, you're sort of stripped of everything that you feel you may be able to manipulate or control in your life, and an idea of who you are. Any song and dance you've got going in your outside life gets pulled away. So any kind of like deception or anything like that kind of gets pulled away, and so they're discovering what she's really made of. It's a huge surrender. It's not only a surrender to the authorities, it's a surrender spiritually, emotionally, physically, you know.
You have that line that I thought was so great and like captured the show in season 1 in Scared Straight with the Adrian when she's in the wheelchair, and
girl.
you say that line to her about like I'm scared of who I am in here, that I'm going to be myself in here, and I'm scared of who I'm not. And I just thought that was like, that's it. Like,
Yeah, I'm scared that I am.
Yes.
I'm scared I am who I am in here. I'm scared that I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah, because that's the line.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, that's the nugget.
Yeah.
And the thing about this show is, at first you think it's going to be mainly about Piper, and it is at the beginning, but then now it's really opened up and you're getting the backstory to so many different characters. All these women, their lives are unfolding right before you, and that's why I think so many people have gravitated toward the show, because you're forced to really dive into each character's background, who they really are, and it makes people want to be involved in the show even more. So I'm wondering, as you pass through that now, season 2, what have fans been coming up to you and saying? Anything that's really hit you to the core?
I mean, I think overall we get things like, you know, thank you so much for watching the show. People generally feel just thank you for a show like this being on television. You know, it's not often that you have a TV show where so many different walks are represented, and then even those people who we have a particular idea about, be them, you know, you have an idea about me or an idea about Taylor, like being represented differently, like turning that on its head in a way that we haven't seen, which is really exciting for me to see.
It's just really interesting, too, because the prison is like a little microcosm, isn't it, of any city or anyone's story where, you know, there's corruption and there are people who do well and there are people who are seedy and all of those sorts of things, and it's all crammed into this little place, and so everything seems so much bigger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Intense,
Yeah,
intense.
yeah.
What I find interesting as well is in prison, the whites go over here, Latinas go over here, blacks go over here, and then you watch how they connect with each other, and then how they separate from each other, and you watch how things develop, and you pull no punches on the show. You know, you talked about them being stripped down to their core as well. We're talking even how you just look, and there's no hiding behind any kind of makeup, and there's no hiding. The characters are very, very raw. When you read that, we were talking, going back to season 1, you read that this is going to all really take place. This is going down. This is really raw here.
Yeah.
Did you question that at all? Did you want to change any of what you were reading?
It was actually, I think, one of the things that drew me to the script so much, and that especially that it was giving an opportunity to so many women to be stripped down and raw, and to say, like, what am I behind the makeup, and what am I behind the clothes, and what am I behind the shoes, and whatever. That it's really important to me, and that means a lot to me as a woman, and it means a lot to me as an actor, and those are the stories I'm curious about telling, and so that actually like pulled me into the script.
Well, it's a tremendous second season. Taylor Schilling, who plays Piper, and Uzo Aduba, who plays Crazy Eyes. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So good to have you here. And